Hey, Mike, it's me, Ian. And in today's video, I'm going to look at this. This is Pulp Fiction from 1994. Now, wow, this film has just really blown me away. It is. This review might be slightly different. I'll do it in similar to how I normally do it, but it wasn't something I was expecting. I know a lot about this. Well, I don't know a lot about this film. I knew certain things about the film, and I always thought that the best Tarantino film, the one I had in my collection, was Jackie Brown, and that I would like Reservoir Dogs a lot. I thought that's how I saw it. I thought this is probably going to be overrated. It's one of those films that people talk about, and it's just not going to be as good. Whereas the others, it's going to be more up my street. Well, how wrong can you be? I say I got these two films from Sean, Reservoir Dogs and Pulp Fiction, and I just had to talk about Pulp Fiction. I'm blown away by it. I can't say any other things. It's surprised me. I've surprised myself. I'm still thinking about it. I want to watch it again and again. There's something special. And then, of course, when I looked at all the research about it, I just found so much. I'm not gonna even go through. It's a film that you discuss and think about. It reminds me of when I first saw Blade Runner at the cinema, and I was so blown away. I just couldn't stop thinking about it. And this film has done the same, and I can see why. Well, wow. It is 154 minutes long, which is 2 hours, 45 minutes. And honestly, I've heard people say, I have heard people talk about this film saying, oh, it's a bit too long. No, it's not. It's not. It's wonderful. It just sails by. Honestly, it just totally sails by. Absolutely. So engrossed in it. I noticed on Rotten Tomatoes it's got 92%, which is not surprising. It has, the critics, from what I can see, have always recognised how important this film is. And I didn't realise that importance, I don't think. It's much more than a film. Yes, that's what it seems to be like. Now, I know there will be people who will still say probably it's not their favourite Tarantino film. And I can understand that because you do are like that. But I can see why it's such a big deal, for it really is. It's like independent cinema that Tarantino has really brought into the mainstream and made it big and recognized it and changed so many things. As a director, he has just blown everybody away. And I think that's so true. I didn't realize it, and now I realize it. So this is written and directed by Quentin Tarantino. The first thing I'm just going to mention, I'm not going to go as much deep as I normally do into the cast, but the cast is just fantastic. It makes the film as well as all the great writing, direction. You've got to have a good time. And Tarantino has just knew exactly what he wanted in the cast, and he got it. John Travolta plays Vincent Vega. And Travolta, this was an important film for him because it revived his career as such. It really propelled him into another direction, as we'd seen. Tarantino really loved Travolta. He's a massive fan. and there he is. And then Samuel L. Jackson as Jules. Wow, what a role this is for him. And he's so good, he's so brilliant. And again, the people just see Samuel L. Jackson in this role, and absolutely, it's iconic. It's an iconic role. They just love it. Then we've got Uma Thurman playing Mia Wallace. Wow, she's great. I say it's not a massive role in the film, but the roles are so good that they've got that they can produce such great performance, and she is fantastic. Everybody loves her. She's iconic as well. There she is on the film poster. There she is doing the dance sequence with Travolta. That's just amazing. Then we've got Harvey Keitel again. He plays Winston Wolfe. Again, it's not a massive role. He was in Reservoir Dogs as well. His role is called a cleaner, and it's fantastic. And also, I didn't realise that I remember seeing these adverts on the TV. I never understood these adverts with him in, and it's all taken from Pulp Fiction. This is how ignorant I've been. I didn't know. His role is fantastic. I'm just wow. I'm just like that with it. And then we've got Tim Roth again. He was in Reservoir Dogs, and what a career he's built. And he's a British actor. Fantastic. He plays Ringo, and also called Pumpkin. And then we've got Amanda Plummer playing Yolanda, or Honey Bunny, as I like to say. And then we've got Maria de Medeiros. I think that's how you pronounce it. She plays Fabian. She is the girlfriend, and well, she's fantastic in the role. What more can I say? And then we've got Ving Rhames playing Marcellus. He's the crime boss. He's the big number one. Again, a great role. Then we've got Eric Stoltz playing Lance. He's the drug dealer. Great, wonderful. Then we've got Rosanna Arquette playing Jodie. She's Lance's wife. Lance, great. Again, not massive roles, but good, solid, amazing roles. They make their appearance. Then we've got an appearance by Christopher Walken. It's not massive. He plays a captain, and he's important to the story with the link with the Bruce Willis aspect. And then, I just said it, Bruce Willis. He plays Butch. He's an aging boxer. Wow. I heard some people thinking that this part of this film and story is not quite as good. What? It's Bruce Willis, and he's brilliant in this. He again shows what I've always thought about Bruce Willis, what a variety of roles he plays, and his acting is always amazing. Absolutely love Bruce Willis. How can you not? When you see him in this role, how can you not love Bruce Willis? I can't believe this, because, as I say, I thought that Reservoir Dogs would be the one that I would be absolutely blown out. And I love Reservoir Dogs. Has got so much going for it that I was really drawn into. But this film, it's just like something else. What we have is we've got these four tales that intertwine together. And what I like is the narrative is not straightforward. It's non-linear, as they call it, non-linear. It's great. It's not a straightforward way of telling the story, which is a great part of the direction. Again, it makes you stand up in the film and think, wow, yeah, I'm in it. Some people probably would be thinking, "Oh, this isn't right," this isn't. No, it's fantastic. It's so creative. I love it. I do like that anyhow with films. I love it when they're not straightforward, and you can name quite a few other films probably like this as well, where you've got the storyline moves about backwards and forwards, flash forwards, going backwards. I don't know, everybody likes it. I love it. This film is fantastic. Just the way in the intertwine, and you've got the two mobsters, and you've got a gangster's wife, you've got the aging boxer, and you've got two small time criminals, and all these stories, their stories come together, and it's amazing how it all intertwines. And it's fantastic. I mean, I don't know what to say about this film. It's violent. It's humorous. It's got all these pop references. The music. That's what I loved about Jackie Brown so much, as well as Pam Grier. Who could not love Pam Grier? Pam Grier is fantastic. I still love Jackie Brown more than anything, but this one I now realise is just it's amazing film. I've not done this for a while in terms of just felt like that, and I don't know why, because there's so many films that I do love, and I get excited by, and this got me so excited again. I really massively. Tarantino, his direction is just amazing. He just knows he loves films. That's it. That's what you get from what I see on the interviews. He's references to films. He's lived and breathed films, and this is all clear. And all these pop cultural references, and the script is so sharp, and the dialogue. I mean, the dialogue is fantastic. When you've got John Travolta and Samuel L. Jackson, just the way they're talking, they're assassins, they're mobsters, they're really not, people, but that you want to upset at all, as we can see. But there we are. They're just talking in their normal lives with each other. They're not talking about the guns and what they're going to do and that. They're just talking about their life and things. And this is the sharp, witty dialogue. And of course, it's amazing. And all the characters are so well written. And you can't help but love them, in the way they put forward. I don't know what else to say in that sense, because the acting is fantastic. He's able to get so much from them, and amazing. I can see people go deeper and deeper to find a film you can go deeper and deeper into, but I just totally enjoyed it, and there's lots of things you could talk about in this film. But I just don't want to go that far at the moment, because I just want to enjoy this film for what it is, what it's taken me. It's taken me on this wonderful journey, which I'm going to watch again and get even more from. I'm going to love this film so much. And yeah, I didn't think I would. There's almost, sometimes I have to admit, it's a bad perhaps part of my character, that sometimes I have a resistance to things that I know are massively popular, and that people go and praise and overpraise and praise. That's what I always think. There's always that, oh yeah, kind of reaction. And another part of this, because I love history so much, this film references history as well. It's what the strength of Tarantino, about film history as well. He's good at doing all that, and he brings that into his films. And I love it. I just can't stop thinking about it. Yes, that's it. And thank you, Sean, so much for sending me this film. I might have got round to it, but I've got round to it now, and I'm watching it. And here it is. This is the film. There it is. My wonderful Blu-ray copy. And the extras I love the extras. They're so good. I just was enthralled by the extras. As I say, 2 hours, 45 minutes just sailed by. Look, there's an iconic cover on this disc. Wow. I'm just blown away. So thank you so much, John. And that's my review. It's not totally how I do them always, but I just had to just share my enthusiasm. If you've not seen this, watch it. It's great. It's wonderful. And that's it. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. And if you're not new and you haven't subscribed, subscribe. And if you like this video, please give it a like. And if you've got any comments, please put your comments down. I'd love to read what you think. And I'm just all right, and it all costs note. I always say that, but it's true. Nowadays it costs note. But yeah, I just felt like I wanted to give my reaction, and I've done the, giving it in as I have. And that's it. Yes, that's it. Okay. So all I've got to say is I'll see thee again.